All right, Alex, you just came off the practice field. This is a lighter day today after going in pads. And to that point, I mean, what about kind of the whole ramp up that teams have to go through in the NFL as opposed to before? It used to be like, okay, let's get the pads on and let's just start knocking heads.
Definitely. And, when I first came in the league in 2017, it was, first day you have your conditioning test, and the next day is full go. You're getting all the reps, and you didn't necessarily go pads right away. But, you were full go. But, now there's that acclimation period as an older guy, 8-year vet. It's definitely better on the body, I'd say, than how it used to be, put it that way.
So you're amazing at giving some great answers to things, and I think sometimes people forget what a will linebacker actually does. So just 1-2 sentences, can you tell us, please?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously the two line, and 1 or 2 sentences is kind of hard, but between the two, I'd say the little more, guy that likes space and coverage ability plays the will linebacker as opposed to the Mike is more of like a downhill guy. So that's really the big difference between the two, and I think that it's kind of misconstrued, or
What's the mentality like? Like if you had to put it into an animal, are you like a bear?
Something a little more, a little more like shifty, or a little more
like a puma, like a lion.
You can change. I don't know how well can they change direction and stuff like that. I don't know.
like a cobra, right?
I hate snakes, but that's fine. That's fair.
Remember, see, the will plays off the Mike. The Mike eats all the blocks, and the will makes all the tackles. You get the glory.
I'm trying to keep my sanity and let the younger guys do all that.
There you go. So when people think of the Lions, they see all the offensive weapons, they see some of the stuff, but defensively, you guys have made some moves, adding Carlton Davis, adding Marcus Davenport. What do you think kind of the ceiling is, if there is one, for this defense this year in terms of improving and locking things up?
I think there's definitely going to be improvement. I think there's going to be, in all our statistics, is going to be way better. To put a ceiling on it is kind of hard to put your finger on where it really could be. But I know I have a lot of faith and confidence in the guys we have, and all the holes that we had, are now filled with guys that have veteran experience, and even a young guy like Terrion. I think that's young and competitive and willing to compete and challenge receivers. I think that's what we've been missing, and it's definitely going to help us in the fall.
Can you take us back to that January time frame, because this is a city that didn't necessarily have a lot of recent playoff history, right? What was it like being here for that?
It was cool. It's cool. I think that's the cool part about being a Lions player, is that you have the opportunity to really be a part of have your legacy and be a part of history in real time, and that's something that definitely intrigued me as a free agent coming in and things of that nature. So just to be a part of that history and get over that hump and breaking down those barriers is definitely really cool. That not a lot of players can say that around the league.
Yeah, you guys have broken the dam, but now there's expectations. I mean, when people talk about Super Bowl favorites coming in, you guys are mentioned in every mention.
Yeah.
So, okay.
See, those two words, you're not allowed.
I mean, that's how it should be, though, right? As a NFL player, if you're not that, then it's like, what are you doing wrong? So I feel like that's what it should be, and we don't shy away from it. But at the same time, you got to put in the work, and that's Dan, that's what we're all about here.
What's your favorite Dan moment so far?
Oh boy.
Man, I mean, I was thinking about it the other day. I've been with him every training camp for the past 8 years, because my 4 years in New Orleans and 4 years here, and it's hard to. There's so many. Just the way he the team meetings. It could just be. The other day, we were going through just situational clips, and he just throws in between clips. He throws in a random Photoshop picture of someone pasted on an image, and just goes over it real quick. Doesn't mention it. Doesn't do anything. So just constant stuff like that.
Okay, so we have seen some other teams on social media show their coaches pulling weighted sleds and things like that. Dan Campbell, if you could put him on a social media image doing something, what would it be?
Man, I don't know. I mean, obviously, either he's working out, but I don't know what he's doing, because I don't know how to look that swole as however old he is. It may just be how he is, but I don't know. He's probably, I don't know what he's doing in the weight room. I have no clue. Something crazy, I guess.
So maybe you put him on something like a nice weightlifting thing, just to make it look right?
Okay,
yeah. That'll be good. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how much fun are you guys having out there this training camp so far? I know it's so early in training camp, but I think, feels different here.
Yeah, it definitely feels different. I think as a defense, we're definitely having a lot more fun, just because we're actually competing, and
Like 10, like a 10.
Yeah, I mean, it's still training camp. It's still hard work, and we get after it with pads on and go live at times. And you know, it's not necessarily always fun, but you try to make it as fun as it can be. And we have a good group of guys that really, you know, want to get after it and, you know, celebrate with each other. And sometimes you have to fake it because you're tired, but it's contagious.
DJ Reader, you guys brought him over from Cincinnati. He's coming off the quad, hasn't been out here yet.
Mm-hmm.
But as a linebacker, he's got to play behind guys. I mean, how much are you looking forward to getting him on the field?
Oh, that's great. Yeah. When I saw that signing, I was, you know, obviously super excited. You know, that just means I don't have to take on a lot more blocks, and I can just fit on the ball and play free and play fast. And, you know, having a guy like that's experienced, veteran, that knows what to do and how to do it and play the right way, I think that's huge for our defense and just, you know, like the whole culture of our defense, but also, you know, just the production out of him too, and it's going to be great in the fall.
I love that. I'm obviously a Lions fan. I know I'm shameless when it comes
to
training camp. It's training camp. So I'm out here and I'm looking around, and I have to know on this defense who has the biggest personality. I heard Jack Campbell say in a presser yesterday that he has the least swag in the entire NFL.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Breaking news. Jack Campbell, zero swagger.
He doesn't care, though. That's the thing.
Well, he said it.
Right.
It wasn't me. He said it. But who's got the most on this defense? Because I see like a bunch of personalities.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard. I feel like, you know, obviously you think of the DB room first. You know, and everyone has their own, you know, type of swag, but I think my guy Derek Barnes, he's got some nice cleats. He wears an arm sleeve.
I like that he said he didn't want to be nice this year. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
mentality.
Wow, I thought you were going to go with Kirby Joseph.
Not Kirby. He's
okay.
Yeah, no, not Kirby.
All right, my bad. Hey, man, appreciate you having a little fun with us, man. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yep, all good.
Best of luck.
Yep, thank you.